the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. This is a team absolutely firing on all cylinders, a 12-game winning streak, and they're playing free, no pressure, taking it all one game at a time. Closing out the season now, Kenny, a topic that's always under debate. How important is momentum heading into the playoffs?
Well, younger teams, it helps their confidence. You know, and veteran teams, sometimes they can just turn it on when it matters.
This is what I call basketball math. Some clubs choose health over momentum, but all other things being equal, momentum matters. It's like E equals MC squared.
That's what I was
almost exactly like that.
Yeah, and the Pythagorean theory.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
So A equals C.
No, A is greater than C.
C is greater than A.
That might be true.
I didn't think there was going to be math. Here's Kevin Harlan.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers, and they're battling it out for playoff position, presently 8 games off the lead.
And they've got some additional incentive today. The season series is knotted up at 1 apiece, this being the deciding game. What do you think's going to go down?
Well, I tell you what, Greg, regardless of the season series count, you already know that both of these squads are coming out slugging. I mean, they're competitive. They know each other. Familiarity breeds contempt. So if you ask me, we're in for one of those knockdown, drag-out battles.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, for decades we have seen elite big men dominate in the paint, but with more and more threes, they now have to cover a lot more ground defensively. So a few executives think the center position may undergo some downsizing in the years to come. Kevin?
Foot speed at a premium. David, as always, thank you. As we look ahead to the postseason, what shift do you think needs to be made mentally for these players, Clark, to be successful in the playoffs?
Yeah, you know, I think it's relatively simple, but it's profound. It's the attention to detail, the focus, the ability to absorb what's allowing you to win and then replicate it, or what's causing you to lose and then adjust and sustain that at both ends of the floor for the number of possessions you need to win the game. And that's really the challenge and the intensity of the playoffs. Locking in and sustaining concentration, effort, and execution at the highest level so you have a chance to prevail.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Durant is out there with Andre Kirilenko. Then there's Parker, and there's Jackson, and it's Walton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Lever. Davis with the bucket.
Pat Lever, Lafayette is his given name, a really good passer, good all-around player, somebody who knows how to set the table and find his guys.
Now here's Parker. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
The pass to Davis. Down low, here's Lever, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lever's got his first bucket of the night. Cleveland with the ball. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Yeah, I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looked like. When you play that kind of defense, you expect to lose.
Here's Lever following the score by Cleveland. Malone passes to Davis. Over Jackson. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the basket by Walton.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Lever. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And so here's Cleveland. 4-point game. Bounce pass from Durant. Here's Parker. That's short off the rim.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Got that one up quick. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And here are the 76ers now, following Durant's three-point attempt. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Davis.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Feeds to Kirilenko. To the paint. Here's Walton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Walton's got 6.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here is Davis. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Basket good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lillard.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now here's Walton. He has 6. Parker passes to look at that jam.
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Lever. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Shot from the top of the key. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Now here's Parker. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Toronto.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Here's Lever following the score by Tony Parker. That shot misses. Great D that time from Walton. Snatched away. To the middle. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Love outside. Poke loose. And it's Love with the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 1. 6 on the shot clock. Lever. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Now here's Durant. 20 points for him last game against Toronto. Barry the pass to Davis. Wasted no time on that one. Davis has got 16 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Barry the pass to Davis. Over Jackson. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Parker outside. Pass to Durant. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead. Malone outside. He kicks it to Davis. From deep. Rebound by Tony Parker. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And there's Walton. That's good on the assist by Jackson. He's got 10.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him. Parker against Lillard. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barry. To halt the run. Nailed from three-point land. Barry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
Parker kicks to Goodrich. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Lillard finds Stoudemire. Elliott against Millsap. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. That one no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Passes it to Bowen. Some changes for Philadelphia. Duckworth comes in for Malone. And it's Anderson in for Barry. And Cleveland also making a change. Goran Dragic is checked in for Tony Parker. Millsap passes to Bowen. Dragic taking his time here. Just 5 to shoot over Lillard. Second shot opportunity, and he comes up with the deuce. Millsap's got his first 2 points of the night.
And, you know, even though he's undersized, Millsap doesn't back down. He's good at outworking everybody on the glass.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Damian Lillard. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in free throw shooting. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Free throw dropped for Millsap. Fans can see what a team is doing on the court, but they can't see behind the scenes. Clark, in your experience, what are some of the hallmarks of a team with great locker room chemistry?
Yeah, you know, it varies from team to team. You know, you got various personalities, but I think the one common theme is really a respect for each other and a willingness to sacrifice for each other. That creates an atmosphere for people to be their best. The teams that have good chemistry, there may be friction, there may be drama, but underneath any of that is a real respect for each other and a commitment to sacrificing for each other.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, they pushed the pace, and typically you get high-quality shots when you do that. I thought they were terrific all game, Greg.
Here is Elliott. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Indiana. Lillard up top. He's guarded by Dragic. Kicks it to Duckworth. Over Walton. They get it back. Here's Stoudemire. And he banks in the layup.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Goodrich. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Here's Walton. But he stays with it. This one for 3. Goodrich, that's good. Goodrich has got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now here's Lillard. And he also played a big role in their last game with Indiana. Duckworth kicks to Stoudemire. Clock at 4. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, I like how confident Stoudemire is in the paint. I mean, really good at getting the position he wants inside.
Dragic dishes to Goodrich. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Anderson. 4-on-3 break. Dragic against Lillard. At the top of the key, Stoudemire. Here is Elliott. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock is at 3. Here's Anderson. Banked in off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Goodrich. He has 6. Pass to Bowen. Millsap against Stoudemire. Shot from 16. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And really not the quickest release, but a nice fluid stroke. And of course, Goodrich is a tremendous competitor.
Left side Anderson. Pulls up. Again, Philadelphia.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Yep, firing with confidence and rhythm, Greg. I mean, not allowing the defense to take a break.
The 76ers trail by 7. We've got Stoudemire, Damian Lillard out there with Anderson. Then it's Elliott, and it's Duckworth in at the center position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. To the inside, and Stoudemire slams it in.
You know, the connection Stoudemire has with his teammates on these alley-oops, really special and simpatico.
Dragic the pass to Bowen. He kicks to Goodrich. And the pass to Walton. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Elliott. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Elliott's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Millsap. Floats it up for Millsap. It's stolen by Stoudemire. 76ers moving the ball around. And it's slammed in by Duckworth.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Dragic. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Anderson against Goodrich. 4 on the clock. Launches it. And Stoudemire pulls it down.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Walton with the steal. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And the 76ers call time here. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Goodrich kicks to Durant. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Now here's Stoudemire. 6 points for him. Anderson outside. Out to Stoudemire. Passes it to Lever. 6 on the shot clock. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I like watching Lever get into rhythm on offense. I mean, this is a high IQ basketball player who picks good shots to take.
Now here is Kirilenko. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Here is Anderson. 4-point game. Pass to Lever. lets it go from 11. Again, Philadelphia.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Outside, Davis. He tries for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now here's Durant. 11 points in the game over Stoudemire. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Durant's got 13.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the 76ers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Malone's checked in for Stoudemire. And Barry's subbed in for Anderson. Parker's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Lever. He has 6. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Jackson. And it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Now here's Parker. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Durant against Malone. No good from Durant. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Lever. To the paint, Love. Malone trying to break free. Love with the bucket. Love's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Walton dishes to Parker. Good. And it's Walton who picks up the assist. Walton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Parker just so smart about knowing when to take three-pointers. A lot of confidence from him there, sinking the outside shot.
Here's Barry. He's coming off a 22-point game against Indiana.
And his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Durant. Love grabs the board. Philadelphia's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
When he's on his way to the basket, but on that one, they were there. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Durant finds Parker. And the 3 ball is good. Parker's got 10 points in the game.
And that's a nice jump shot there by Parker. Caught it right in rhythm.
Lever passes to Love. Over Kirilenko. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Love.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's the pass to Durant. Here's Walton. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Now here's Love. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Davis dishes to Love. Here's Barry. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Durant kicks to Parker. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Barry. The 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You take a look at the 76ers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, the Cavaliers. They're 9th best in the conference.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lever passes to Barry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the energy Barry plays with. You can tell he has a real love and passion for the game, always looking to give it his best.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both. 1:33 left in the first half. Elliott against Dragic. Kicks it to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Shot clock at 5. Dragic finds Parker. Shoots over Lillard. Parker's shot is off. The 76ers trail. Pass to Malone. Fires for 3. Here's Duckworth. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Duckworth's got 4 points this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Durant.
You just got to be so careful when guarding Durant, because if you put him on the line, he's going to make you pay.
Malone dishes to Lillard. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers leading. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Durant, that's good.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Dragic against Lillard. He kicks to Malone. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 24 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they were lighting it up from three, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, folks. A glorious view of the lights of downtown Philadelphia, America's most historic city. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and you know, he accumulated a lot of assists. And I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the court for Cleveland, Andre Kirilenko is out there with Durant. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Walton. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. And Davis puts it in.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Nailed from three-point land.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And Walton sends it back. And he's able to get it back.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Barry. Pass to Lever. From outside the arc. Rebound, Bill Walton. Walton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Parker. And that comes off the assist by Bill Walton. Walton's got his 6th assist on the night.
And able to get it done once again in close. Just one of the ultimate finishers at the rim.
Kirilenko with the double team. Stolen by Durant. Down low and stolen by Love. Here's Lever. 8 points for him. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now here's Malone. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. The shot's good from Love.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Parker, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The pass to Davis. The dish to Love. Malone outside. Here's Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Cavaliers.
Hey, this is a high-powered offense today. Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the 3-ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Lever. Walton defending. And Davis throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Jackson has the open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Lever. 8 points for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Bob Love, one of the old school forwards, has that real nice game. Plays an old school style, close to the ground, but excels at scoring the ball and defending.
That free throw good from Love. And the 76ers making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Goodrich is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That is his first foul of the game. Anderson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Durant just inside the line. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Timeout called the 76ers. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And, you know, Kevin, he's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Looking at some numbers for Kirilenko, his last 10 games have been exceptional. Getting around 12 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 7 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Now here's Walton. He's got 16. It's good. And now a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Davis throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Philadelphia. 8-point game. Pass to Lever. With some arc. Here's Love. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Goodrich. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Goodrich has got 13.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Davis with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here is Kirilenko. No points in the game yet for him. Outside for Jackson. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Here's Lever. 8 points for him. And the foul on Andrei Kirilenko. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
The 76ers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Now here's Stoudemire. 6 points for him. Here's Love. And the officials call a traveling violation. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Here's Goodrich. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Passes it to Bowen. Millsap against Love. Here's Walton from the stripe. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Millsap's got his 2nd basket of the night. Philadelphia has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. On the wing, Davis, guarded by Jackson. Love in the post. Jackson on him. And Love gets it to go.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Pass to Bowen. Over Love. Bowen shot is off. The 76ers trailed by 11. Lillard the pass to Davis. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Nobody near Lillard. That's in there. Love with the assist. Lillard's got 5 now.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 16. Here's Millsap. No good that time. Great D that time from Love. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Orlando Magic. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks.
And that one against the Pistons, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen. He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Jackson kicks to Walton. Bowen, the pass to Millsap, knocked away. And here is Goodrich. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Millsap controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Davis finds Love. Good work there as it goes. Love's got 12 in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Stoudemire against Goodrich. Makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Back to Lillard from past the arc. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bowen. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That'll be his second foul of the game. Duckworth, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Elliott comes in for Anderson. A switch here also for Cleveland. Goran Dragic is checked in for Jackson. Outside Dragic. 6 to shoot. Now the 76ers on the break. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 6, and the buckets from Davis.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Now here's Dragic taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Fade away, good on the shot. And that's now 10 points for Millsap. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Kicks it to Davis. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Bowen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Elliott. He lobs it up.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Oh, perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Now the pass to Bowen. Goodrich against Lillard. Goodrich kicks to Dragic. He feeds it to Millsap. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Hoop and harm for Millsap there. Terrific body control and concentration.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Malone comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Barry subbed in for Davis. A switch here also for Cleveland. Parker's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, it took a little time for Millsap to develop and blossom into the NBA player he is, but once he did blossom, this guy became a star quickly.
Elliott against Parker. Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on him. To the inside. Here's Duckworth. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Duckworth's got 6.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Malone outside. Lillard against Dragic. And Lillard kicks to Malone. Fades away. No good there.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them And what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 7, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Duckworth is out there with Malone. Then there's Barry. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Elliott in at the shooting guard position. Here's Lillard after the made shot from Goran Dragic. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Bowen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at them. Show them you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now here's Lillard. Right at the free throw line. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Millsap's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Barry. Knocks it loose. Now here's Parker. He kicks it to Dragic. Inside. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Elliott the bucket.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Dragic. Six to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
And Cleveland making a change here. Durant's checked in. Shot clock at 2. Offensive rebound, Karolinko. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Off with the layup.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Malone misses.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Dragic gets the bucket.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
Yeah, and you really can't afford those kinds of lapses. I mean, not when facing a hole or a deficit like this.
Here's Lillard after the three-pointer from Goran Dragic. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut back down again to single digits with those points from Damian Lillard.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
And Durant gets it to go.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Lever passes to Malone, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, the hard worker that Malone is makes you appreciate it, especially close to the rim. He's a strong guy who usually overpowers defenders inside.
Now here's Dragic. "20 feet out. Good on the jump shot. Dragic has got 7 points for the quarter. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Lever. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Durant. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Over Barry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And even though Fat Lever spends most of his time on the perimeter, the man is a triple-double waiting to happen. He is the complete package in terms of scoring, assisting, and rebounding. Big fella does it all.
And the first one at the line is good. Love's checked in for Elliott. And then for Cleveland, Walton's checked in for Millsap, and it's Jackson in for Goran Dragic. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Timeout called, Cleveland. And the 76ers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Even though they're ahead, he said, hey, this lead isn't big enough, not by a long shot. I don't want to sit back and play this one out. I still need some aggression. Guys, back to you.
Now, here's Walton. Right side, Durant. Good. And it's Walton who picks up the assist. Walton's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Lever passes to Love. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Davis.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Now here's Jackson to the paint, and Walton throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down gentlemen. Pretty hard.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Count that bucket. 19 points for Parker.
And looking like Parker is in that zone.
Lever passes to Love. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Davis throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Durant, poked loose, and again Philadelphia turns it over. The Cavaliers leading by 11, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Lever passes to Love. Here's Barry. Walton defending. Barry misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The 76ers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Now here's Durant. Jackson from long range. Another shot. And Walton kicks to Parker. 5 on the clock. They shoot again. Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Here's Love. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Back to Parker. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist in the game.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Now here is Davis, and it's blocked by Kirilenko. Parker passes to Kirilenko. Poked away. No good from Durant. The 76ers trail by 16. Pass to Lever. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. Malone trying to break free. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Parker, right side. Here's Barry. To the inside. Lever passes to Malone. Buries it down low. Malone's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Malone, a high percentage scorer when he gets it in deep. Well, once he's got the defense on his back, the game becomes easy with his ability to score.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. To the middle, here's Kirilenko, outside for Jackson. Great open look there. Jackson's got 20 points.
And Jackson is a known sniper, someone who is quick in how he gets his shot off, and a reliable wingman.
Here's Lever. Jackson dishes to Parker. Back to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Down low. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Parker's got 6 points in the quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And by getting the hard-earned victory here this evening, they'll have snapped that 1-1 season series deadlock and finished 2 up, 1 down on the year against the Sixers.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Here is Duckworth following the score by Cleveland. Anderson passes to Elliott. 6 on the shot clock, and Philadelphia with another turnover here. Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And it's Dragic with the ball for Cleveland. Passes it to Millsap. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots over Grant. The kick out to Dragic. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Lillard, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dragic against Lillard. Back to Dragic. From deep three-point range. He can't hit that time. And here's Anderson. Pass to Elliott. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.